Richard, good to see you again.
Thank you.
I've been lucky enough to interview you several times.
I can only apologise.
Thrilled to see you here, but the apology...
That's a fantastic lie.
Well, so, no, delighted to have you on the One Show sofa,
yes.
but you have said in the past that that interviews aren't your favourite, Richard.
I just lack the competence. You know, it's just that I'm so bad at it. Even this moment has become much worse than the fluency that I was seeing before. There was charm, there were smiles. You both look worried now. You don't know if this is going to really entertain anyone. The signs aren't good.
Look, you've written your first children's book. Stop. Yes, absolutely, stop.
Setting in.
This is
Hello
all going
to
well.
my children and to Lydia, who's not my child, she's my wife. I said I'd say hello to Esme and Ida.
Well, hello to the whole Ayoade
and my
family.
dear darling wife, Lydia, hello.
So you've written your first children's book.
That's right.
The book that no one wanted to read.
Yes.
I mean, that's going to be a bit of a hard sell, isn't it?
It's good to attack the critics before they attack you. That's one of the first things. That's what I learnt from the boxing there, which I would have done if I was comfortable with take my top off. That's the only reason I haven't trained to a high level.
Well, at some point, maybe you will. So, Richard, the book, you know, a little bit like your approach to this interview. It's high concept, it's meta.
Thank you.
But I think this one, like your other projects, it has that kind of meta thing about it, but it's also got a big heart. It's very sweet.
Well,
it's about encouraging children to love books. Tell us more about the story.
Well, it's a book written from the point of view of a book. Because, you know, that's... I was just thinking of sales. And, but the idea is really it's a book who's in a library and no one's really seen this book for a long time. I don't know why my throat's so dry. I think it's just the exertion of watching the previous clip. And the book's been in this library for a long time. You know, one of those kind of old, sort of mossy kind of books that no one sees. And one day a child goes into the library and the book's worried that, oh, this child might try and read me because the book does not want anyone to read. The
book doesn't have a lot of self-confidence,
yes, the book
which I found adorable.
Yeah, well, a message in from Iman says, what made you cross over to children's literature?
Well, I was going to the library with my wife, Lydia, and we were writing this library, and I just started to think, I mean, some of these books do not look like they've been picked up for a while, and how are these books thinking? And so that's what came from that. You know, obviously, the logical thing to do. Logically,
yeah. You start thinking, what are the kind of disaster scenarios for their future that these books are conjuring?
I felt sorry for some of these books. Sometimes you'd open them, and the last time they'd been taken out was 1932. And I felt, you know, that's not going to be good for a book's self-esteem.
No, absolutely, and this all comes into the story, which I should say comes with these gorgeous, really charming illustrations from Tor Freeman, who I'm a huge fan of. They really help set the scene. How does the collaboration work between the two of you?
Yes, thank you to Tor Freeman for doing the illustrations. Really, it's her. She read the book, and then she... it's not the story that I'd closed my life with, but... she just did it. I mean, it's a complete gift, so I can't really take any credit for it.
You've done a lot of voice work in recent years, Richard, some huge kids' movies.
Yeah.
Early Man, Soul, Lego Movie 2. I'm imagining that, you know, with being a dad yourself, you must be great at doing the character voices for bedtime stories.
Well, I have a beautiful voice. Everyone said it. It's mellifluous, it's deep, it's resonant. And so... what a treat for them.
I mean, lucky them, yeah.
And what a treat for my wife to hear a nasal whine from literally morning till noon when I get tired.
And growing up, what were your favourite books to read?
I love that you assume I've grown up. I really like Catcher in the Rye. I still like Catcher in the Rye. And Grapes of Wrath, that was... I like that.
You became obsessed with Catcher in the Rye at university.
Yes. Yeah,
did you dress as Holden Caulfield at one point?
Yes. All you need is a hat is a good thing to dress like Holden Caulfield. So I did dress like Holden Caulfield, but I also got the baseball mitt, and I wrote the same poems on the baseball mitt that was in the book. I was very popular as a child, as you can tell.
But that commitment to books from an early age, we love that, especially during National Libraries Week.
It is.
Exactly, well done.
It is.
Yeah.
Yes,
I like
that's
that.
very good.
Yeah.
The commitment to keeping this interview relevant is... I applaud.
I just want to shout out the librarians.
I agree.
So wrong?
I completely agree, because, yes, it was drifting, and that was my fault. But the point is that this book is commercially available from Thursday. If you look out of the windows, the queue is starting to form.
I didn't know what you were worried about. That was great. Love that.
Well, Richard, the book is brilliant, and thank you so much.
You're very kind.
Yes, as Richard said, the book is out on Thursday.
Activity, always a good place to start.
Why not?
Richard, I've heard that you don't like saying that you're in the entertainment industry because you don't feel that you've ever entertained anyone.
Well, the results speak for themselves, Laura.
What do you say when people ask you what you do for a living? How do you reply?
Oh, people don't ask me. They don't ask me. They just assume that I'm barely making one.
OK.
It's fine. I'm not really in the entertainment industry. You know, I'm just kind of doubling down on a clerical error.
Well, why not?
Oh, absolutely.
Make it work for you.
Yeah.
That's
Well, you and I do as well.
Several of us are here, yeah.
Absolutely. Now, Snoochie, you said it was Davina McCall who actually helped you keep pursuing your career in the industry.
Yeah, I remember around about the same time when I lost like first of the jobs that I ever got, and I was crying to my mum, I came across this YouTube video and it was Davina McCall, and she had said in it that she had applied for about like 50 jobs. I can't remember the exact number, but around 50 jobs, and she got rejected by them. And then as she went on further in her career and didn't basically give up, that every single company that ever rejected her has gone on to employ her later. And I remember watching that and I was just like, right, that's got to be it. I'm listening to that. So yeah, that was definitely something that I always listened to, because I still get no's now and stuff, but I'm always like, timing.
Cool.
Well, we told Davina about it.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, this is what she had to say.
What? I love her.
Snoochie Shy, you absolute goddess. I just want to say, just keep smashing it. You are doing such an amazing, amazing job, and you are so cool. I love you. Oh my God.
I literally am in that. I'm emotional. I'm a Cancer star sign, so I might start crying right now, seriously. But honestly, like, that's... Oh, thanks, guys.
Snoochie, you're also a radio person. My people, the three of us here, all have radio shows.
gang.
We do breakfast, but you do the kind of party slot on 1 Extra. So it's 11 p.m. till 1 a.m. weekdays. Are you naturally a night owl?
Definitely a night owl. I go to bed at around like 3:30, 4 o'clock. I'm always up for a rave as well. So I say that starting at 11 p.m. and finishing at 1 a.m, that's like the pre-rave spot. But also as well, it's very hard to date because at 1 o'clock I'm like, why are you not up? They're in bed by 11. I'm like, what's going on? But yeah, no, I love it. It's really, really fun.
So you'll be on tonight?
Yeah, on tonight. So I'll just run over.
Oh, this is early for you, isn't it?
I know, yeah. So
With the amuse-bouche.
You got it in. Snoochie's new show, Hire Me, Competing for a Dream Job, continues tomorrow on BBC Three at 8 p.m. and you can catch the whole series on BBC iPlayer. Thank you for all your messages. We'll try and get in real quick. Emma says, big fan of Richard. He's absolutely brilliant.
Oh, I love
See?
that.
OK,
Yeah.
well,
Come on, man,
thank
like
you,
Rich.
Emma.
Have you got... And yeah.
Yeah. Zoe asks, will there be an It Crowd reunion or Christmas special?
I don't see why we're moving off from Emma's comment, which I think was, which I still think we can explore. That's a very good comment.
Yes or no, reunion?
No more IT Crowd?
I don't
He
think
doesn't
so.
know. He doesn't know. That's almost all we've got time
No.
for tonight.
I'll say no.
Thank you so much to our guests.
Now, before we go, we're joining in the BBC 100th birthday celebrations.